Yo, what is going on? Universe, we're doing some Arknights today. Hopefully you're having a good day. I'm a little bit tired. My roommate does this technique called the bull in the china shop sometimes. No, it really wasn't that bad. I like to clown about it a little bit, but living with someone else, you always gotta deal with their schedule a little bit, unless you're a very heavy sleeper, which I'm not. You know what I forgot to put on though? The little goobies at the bottom. We are going to do the act or die story stages today. I don't know what we'll do after that. We might do more Arknights. Ignore the gray box. It's not going to hurt you. It can't hurt you because I'm here to protect you. Alright, great. Let's do some act or die. Looks like it's a 2-week event. I will be skipping the story for now. Kind of vibe with the music though I feel like my Arknights is extremely loud. Oh, you know what? I said I would do a tenor for Tregodlia? Tragugu. I said I would do a tenor for Tragodoom. But we're only doing 10 because I ain't got nothing else to spend. Plus this way you get the 5-star guaranteed. I almost said 5 cost. I've been playing too much Currency Wars. Alright, so it looks like no Tragugu for us. Hibiscus potential? I don't actually know if we have Hibiscus fully potted or not. Looks like a solid no, so we'll certainly take that. Very fun unit to run. I act or die. I wanted to put Escalon on our team because the drama outfit came on that I picked him. We'll do the tutorial stage. Let's see what the gimmick's about. Wow, so this is what a Rankwood studio plate looks like, but these people are acting kind of weird. Audio technician. When outside the filming area, attacks inflict nervous impairment. What the heck? When operators in the 4 adjacent tiles facing the camera create a 3-tile wide filming area. Okay. Please make me restless. Let's hurry up and collect intel. Is that a camera over there? It seems like we could use it. Operator, pop up car. I'll point the camera towards you and you record what's going on here. I'm guessing as long as they're... I mean, maybe they have to be looking at it specifically, but the camera's only going to shoot that direction. Well, so they don't do nervous impairment when they're on the camera. Wonderful. I never imagined it could even weaken them. Places a lighting prop on arriving on an empty tile. Oh. Oh, look. That's a lighting prop blocking the area. Something in the way looks like a job for me. Oh my god, I can't speak today. I'm sorry. I'm like half asleep. Alright, so you can break the props. I'll be honest, I forgot the catapult was an artilleryman. We got news from outside the camera's range. Easy, I can just change the camera's direction. Ah, okay. I see you. We can turn the camera. That's kind of cool. Time to completely ignore the camera mechanic altogether. I'm only kidding. We won't ignore it, probably. Honestly, the pure stream drop is pretty cool. I'll admit I'm a pure stream fan. Oh, but our team is so good right now. I guess I could drop Kazemaru. I just thought the new Escalon outfit looked cool. I should get her module at some point. Alright, 81 rehearsal day. The music's interesting. It kind of reminds me of like a I guess, a cheesy movie, which is probably the intent. I think Yield, Utagu, and Schlag should probably be fine to solo most of this stage. I can't imagine it's that hard. Oops. Can only be blocked by allies inside the filming area. Well, guess that gives us a reason to set up a lay-in. I wonder if we can have these explosives count as things in the filming area. Nah, looks like no. So if we face this way, it doesn't work. You have to be facing literally towards it and you push it that way. Okay, that was the one mechanic I really wanted to ensure. Oh my god, this outfit's so pretty. I just got the Lutenata outfit. I don't know how long it's been in the shop. I saw it earlier this morning. You're straight on the camera, buddy. You can't do nothing. Honestly, Techno is so slept on. I know I said that before. I've been kind of like glazing Techno for a while now. But you gotta like obviously see that the performance speaks for itself. I gotta turn on the music a little bit more. I don't know why it got reset to full. That's better. I have the wrong skill on though. I mean, Techno skill 1 is fine, but I've been wanting to use skill 2 more. Okay, so we'll do Techno skill 2. Everything else looks mostly fine. I think I prefer the stun over the chaining effect. We just gotta remember to throw down Myrtle at the start if we're gonna use Myrtle. The one downside of this team is that we're not gonna have basically any sustain. I mean, we have a lot of self-sustain, but if like a good chunk of damage comes in, we're in for a bad time. Ah, okay, so it's gonna be something coming down this way that we need to block the light on. I see your game. I wonder if these lighting props count for Techno skill or not. It'd be quite interesting if so. They do! Cool. Look at the little duders going off. Techno absolutely gets it on skill 2 as well, which is pretty important. I have so many healers, I could probably drop a healer for a healable tank maybe. On the other hand, maybe just having... Oh, I do have a healable tank, I have Durnar. I'm so glad I opted to build Techno. I wanted Techno for so long and it took me like a lot more pulls than I would like to admit to get Techno. But I'm glad I went for it. It's very fun to play. Oh right, I forgot these are the enemies that drop the light blocking thing. Ah! What? So we didn't block because the space between the darkness there and the light was too big for them to be blocked. Okay. The operator, right, it says the operator has to be in it. My brain was saying, oh, we're fine because, you know, they're in the light, the operator's next to it, therefore they'll be blocked from the lights, but I made a bit of a dum-dum there, which is no big deal. I'm gonna do a slightly different setup with that in mind. so that we can actually block those enemies at the end and not just like lose. As fun as losing is, we'll try to keep it to a minimum. Maybe I'll put Lutenata out here and have her like stem the tide of that one. I'm guessing she can self-sustain there. I don't know 100%, but I'm guessing she probably can. It'll prevent them from... Oh my god, that's a really pretty AoE for that skin. It'll prevent them from putting down the light blocker, so she should be able to just block everything. Worst case scenario, we can have like Utagaroni sit here and we can swap the angle last second if we need to. I'm thinking this will probably be fine. It does count them as being in the light, I think, even if they're like blocked in the light. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Not important. Important thing is Techno's getting it. Definitely some real merit in preventing people from getting to put down that stupid light blocking thing. So these enemies don't do anything at all. Interesting. They quite literally just sit there. I was thinking that they might be in range of that. Mission accomplished. You love to see it. Or maybe you hate it, but I like to see it. 83. Obviously these aren't too challenging yet. They might get to that point. They also might not. Do we want to set the light up forward? I have a funny feeling we want to set up the light this way. It's kind of one of those big gut feelings, but now I'm thinking I was totally wrong about that. Maybe we can just be fine. Rip some like really nice damage. Those aren't going to be able to be blocked, which is actually a serious issue. They're fairly quick. I can explode it and then maybe kill it with Utage really quick. What? Breath? Was I too early on the explosion? I'm surprised that didn't work. Maybe they can't be stunned? I'd be surprised though. I feel like it didn't say that when they popped in. I think I was just too early. Alright, so I changed my mind. I think that we want to point the light upwards and then point it right a little bit afterwards. I was trying to big brain it because clearly there's some shenanigans happening here. Without a doubt in my tiny little heart. We'll get the Lutenata down. Thinking she could probably just solo this side anyways. We'll throw it on Techno for support. The lack of ranged enemies makes it very, very, very easy to sustain so far. Alright, what's happening over here? Afraid to face the camera. Takes reduced physical and arts damage from the front. Inflicts nervous impairment blocker when blocked. Afraid to face the camera. Whoops. That might be a bit of a pain to deal with. Hoping we're going to be able to mostly CC it out here. I should have set up Wolfenite earlier as well. This was a mistake. I was trying to keep my resources good. We don't have anyone that clears debuffs, but the shield from Papyrus could be nice. Has a lot of enemies. Lutenata is pulling through just fine though. The extra tanking from Techno is quite nice. That is a lot of those enemies. That is a lot more than I was planning on. We should probably set an explosive and then put down that. No, we're gonna miss it by like a second. Ah, that's rough. Alright, that's fine. I didn't expect like 15 of them in my defense. I also didn't expect them to stun, but I guess nervous impairment stuns, so it makes sense. I kind of forgot. I was thinking that was something that makes you take more damage. No big deal. You simply run it back. I do think we overcommitted our resources topside. I want to move Lutenata up 1-2. This will be way more value for her positioning. And get Techno up ASAP so we can get the extra little dolls up. Because these enemies literally do nothing. I could also use Ascalon. I'm trying to avoid using her. I just kind of want to see her outfit. But she'll probably obliterate this side if we put her down. That's some pretty cool animations. We're not obliterating it as much as I thought we would. I guess she still has to abide by the directional rule. We're gonna want to turn the direction. Alright, well, Lutenata's kill here. Hopefully kill most of them before they can do much. And I think now we'll turn. Alright, and now it's overkill. We just had to turn it when they all spawned instead of waiting so late. I think we would have been fine without putting down Ascalon. I mean, she helped a lot with the first one at least. Okay, on to AD4. I just like to see the new outfits. I want to use Lemoine more. She's quite strong, or at least quite fun. They really like the unblockable enemies. I think I was gonna say Lutenata. I'll have Durnar tank this side, and then we'll put Techno in the middle. Oh, huge spawn on that, wow. Oh, attacks hit twice when inside the filming area. And prioritizes heroes. Attacks inflict nervous impairment. Oh boy. That seems like a pain. I'm really nervous about Lutenata getting nervously impaired. These are the ones you don't want to be in the filming area, but I don't really have the luxury. I mean, I could have turned it, I guess. Should be fine to kill this group, but we should have turned it. That would have been way smarter. Hero sidekick. Attacks have increased range when inside the filming area and prioritize villains. Rebirth. Attacks inflict nervous impairment. Alright, let's turn the camera this time. Actually, can we turn this camera? No, we can't turn this camera. Oh, I see, they're fighting. It's part of the show. Oh my god. So that's a hero and that's a villain. I didn't realize. Oh my god, they're going off at each other. The hero's being pushed back. I was kind of really invested in that.
力を蓄えています。いいタイプボックスステップ。目の前の敵に集中しなさいな。
I'm really glad that these puppets take aggro. It's really nice. We're gonna have Yield Utag Unschlag tank for a little bit. Okay, that was a lot spicier than I intended it to be. I should have put down Perfumer if we were gonna try and tank so much with Lutenata and Utage. For that passive healing, it would have been really nice, but that's fine. We just won't worry about it, because it's not important to us right now, because we succeeded. We are the winners, they are the losers. I hope that explains everything. I've been playing a lot of MapleStory lately. By lately, I mean like the last 24 hours or so. And let me tell you, as like an old-time MapleStory player, it's very different, because back in the day, getting to like 120 and getting your 4th job, at least for the people I knew, was like a real heckin' big accomplishment. It was something that was like, people got together to like celebrate it, because it was so, excuse me, uncommon and impressive. I'm level 160, and it took me like a few hours at most. And I wasn't doing anything optimal or nothing. I think it's the thing that most MMOs eventually succumb to, which is like, or not most MMOs, I guess most like free-to-play MMOs maybe, where they will eventually become like, ooh, I guess that's in range. They'll eventually become so like endgame focused that they just want you to catch up and like play the game, basically. Which I don't think is inherently a bad thing, but it is something. I thought you're supposed to prioritize heroes. Oh, you have to be in the spotlight for the heroes to get the priority? Is that why we're trying to kill those? I should get some healers down. Are you the one that can't be Grunkin Monked? You can be Grunkin Monked. So now they'll fight each other? Am I understanding that correctly? Okay, cool. No, we're about to get cringed on. Dang it, we got cringed on. I saw it happening and there was nothing I could have done to prevent it. My life was just like a conduit of cringe and there was nothing I could do about it. I like these stages though, they're fun. You kind of have to stay on your toes a little bit for them, I feel. Hopefully Wolfenite can rip through these pretty quickly. Probably faster than Techno can. Definitely need a healer if we're gonna put anyone there. Okay, we want to put Utage there so we can start getting them to fight each other. So do we want the hero to eventually lose? And then we want the hero to be able to like hunk everyone because he gets reborn and then does nervous impairment. Didn't do a crazy amount of nervous impairment though. 07 to the hero. Oh, it's another hero, thank goodness. Okay, yeah, so you just want to put the light on these people so they fight, I suppose. Here's your water check, because apparently my throat's, like, completely screwed. There's another spot where you can put people. I didn't see it. We could have lit up this corner, too. Not such a big deal now, but if there's ever a similar stage, we don't want to ignore the lights. Definitely pivotal to our success, relying on those lights. Would it be... It would be better for us to, like, turn the light off. I don't think we could feasibly... I mean we can feasibly turn the light off. Never mind, they're dead. It doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it. This whole theming reminds me of A Hat in Time quite a bit. Although I haven't read the event yet, so it might not be that similar. There's like a whole chapter in Hat in Time about like film studios. I guess it's just film studios remind me of film studios, which is probably not the most insightful thing you've heard today. I forgot to put down Myrtle. I don't know what I'm doing. We're getting nervously impaired. I think we're GG'd. I thought you would have been a homie. And attack the enemies. I realize not your game. We are like so far on our back foot that we are literally never gonna recover. As soon as Lutenata gets stunned, it's GG. That was rough. I saw exactly where we wanted to put Myrtle to. Let's swap Myrtle off. I need to stop, like, I always forget to put down Myrtle. If I saw her as a, like, proper unit, I'd probably slam her down more. Not to say that she's not a proper unit, just that I usually don't run DP printers, and these happen to be on this squad. I say usually, but where the heck is Chiop? There's my boy. Love him. Alright, so we'll put Chiop down here to immediately get the light. And hopefully Donar can tank both them pretty easy now. Now the question is, do we put Techno down? I'm gonna say probably... Oh my god, Techno barely tanked. I want to do Techno Masteries. Oh my god, I misclicked. We were totally fine if I didn't misclick. Lutenata is so fun to run, but she's so expensive, which is probably why I'd put Myrtle on the team. Let's drop one of our healers, because we're never running 3 healers right now. We can always put one back on. It's probably going to be... Ceylon. Maybe Papyrus, because her and Perfumer. Nah, we'll do Ceylon. We'll run 2 AoE healers. Gamer Co, you're not wrong there, T. How's it going? I wanted to get someone that was a little bit less expensive to put down. Savage is 22. That's going to be a little bit too much for what I'm looking for. Sidoroka's 20. La Pluma's 20. Tequila's really cheap, but Tequila can't block. I don't have many guards leveled up. I wish Savage was a little bit cheaper. Savage would be perfect for what I want. Maybe just another Vanguard then, actually. That's probably my solution. Let's go with Vinya. I used to run a lot of Vinya back in my day. Jeff is so inexpensive to drop. It's so nice. I should put on skill 2 for him, actually. A little bit late now, though. But we should be doing dramatically better on our resources. I'll put Lutenata in the dark. I wish you could get one more range with your skill. That would be nice. I could just drop Ascalon. It would probably... Oh, you know what? I might have to drop Ascalon. I don't think I had to, but I'm sure it helped quite a bit. Interesting, there's another one over here. Cannot be blocked. Damages your unit's lungs path. Stops and gains 60% fragile when it enters a filming area. Well, we only have off-ramps down here, so it has to go this way. Holy heck, it hurts a lot. Alright, let's pull Vinya back for the cost efficiency. Oh, I lied. We can't call Vinya back. I mean, I did call Vinya back, but I shouldn't have called Vinya back. Hopefully it's enough commitment to it. Is it like permanently fragile when it's in the area? I'm worried that it's gonna start moving again and just clown on us, but it doesn't look like it's gonna. I think this is just like a light check. The classic mannequin that moves when you're not looking at it. Yeah, Ascalon's kind of the star of the show for this event so far, I feel. Techno too. Ascalon does so efficient for taking out those things. I guess just anyone with good AoE. Alright, on to 87. That has ammo. That does not spark a tremendous amount of joy in me. Unhappy cameraman fires film which can be destroyed with 6 attacks and slowed down inside filming area? I'm surprised the film can be destroyed. Oh, I see. I understand your game now. I apologize for being ill-prepared previously. Why can't I place in the spot? That is a ground location. Bye, Chiav. Didn't even get to give us the juice. Alright, let's set up Papyrus and Darnar. We're gonna be so far behind, I don't think it's possible. I may be able to sustain with Vinya because Vinya's DPS is so high. Vinya also pays out a lot once you get her back. That's rough. Hopefully we can tank for long enough here. Those cameramen are annoying. This is brutal. Getting behind on this is real rough. Uh-oh. I'm like desperately trying to read the map in last second position. Oh man, unfortunate. Yeah, just getting behind immediately killed us there by a lot. I think if we had survived like half a second to get Chiav's skill off, we would have been fine. We did not, which made it real complex. Instead of getting an influx of deployment points and being happy, we just kind of got sad. Definitely gonna put Chiav on the top side this time. Oh, I might have to pull back Vinya early too. Maybe not. Maybe we can just have Utagaroni tank for a little bit. Should have enough, barely. I don't think I can put Papyrus where I want either. Maybe Cruz can take them out before they arrive? Okay, Cruz can take them out before they arrive pretty effectively. I don't know if she can take them out on herself, though. She totally can. Cruz is once more proving to be the GOAT. I'm gonna put Ascalon far out this time. Fortunately, Cruz went down a lot faster than we were planning for. I do have both my tanks in the front line, but... maybe with Ascalon out there we'll be fine. Can Lutenata hit them? Nah, she can. I wasted skill. I was thinking she might be able to hit them, but they're flying enemies, so it makes sense that she can. If these two cycle their nervous impairment, we're GG. Will they is a whole different question. Gonna put out Techno in hopes that we get some of the little dudes up to help tank. It's a very scary prospect. That is a lot of things flying at us. Nervous impairment, here we come. Ooh, and it hit the back line too. Never lucky. And... oh no. The stage is kind of brutal. I think if we have two snipers facing forward to stop them, we'll be good. We have a pretty gnarly upkeep to reach. It's always it's always the one before 8, which I guess is 7 if you really like run the numbers and put the nog into it. I'm gonna swap Vinya out for Myrtle, who I know we just benched after I went on this like huge speech about it, but grabbing Myrtle back. Alright, hopefully with this like really aggressive approach, we'll be good. It looks great so far. I'm gonna just leave Ascalon out there, and hopefully Wolfenite and Cruz will focus the flying things and we won't get a bunch of nervous impairment and everyone will be happy. The slow-moving VHS tapes are hopefully not going to be an issue. Ascalon is definitely pulling her weight. I don't know a better way to put it. Ah, nuts. We don't actually have a healer on Durnar, I just realized. Technically, Papyrus can hit Durnar. She is hitting. Looks like it's not going to be enough, however, I do have Lutenata down. Lutenata also cannot be healed by Papyrus, so I'm going to drop Papyrus now and swap over to Perfumer, so hopefully the passive healing will be enough. Oh my god, I just dropped Perfumer into a landslide of cassette tapes, which is not what I was planning on. Alright, we're good. We just had to be hyper aggressive at the beginning, which is totally fine. That does explain why they only have 6 ammo. I was like, there's no way that's like a boss, because if it was a boss and I had only 6 ammo, you were just like GG, unless it could reload, I guess. The moral of the story is it could in fact reload by having 600 of them, which is ironic because you can like rewind a tape, so I feel like of all the enemies to be able to like not reload their ammo, one that fires VHS tapes. Do people know what VHS tapes are nowadays? Got 2 medals? Then we're on to 88. Is this the boss stage? Do we have like any cool design for this? Seemingly no. Cool imagery at least, but I mean like are the stages like forming something? Like a big old W. Or a heartbeat, hypothetically. Oh, this is some... We got different music, it's over, GG. It's some grade A clownery we're gonna be dealing with. Ah, Tragodia. I see. Uh-huh. Death is ever present and drama is eternal. Our squad's not exactly built for bossing. Okay, so it looks like you can turn off cameras. Good to know. Not great to learn, if that makes any sense. Maybe Lutenata can tank for a long time. 0% chance. Just realized we have that jerk coming down here. Not a gosh darn thing to say to them. Please tell me you go in a circle and don't just leave. You just leave. We were able to tank from behind, interestingly enough. We're getting nervous impairment with it, which does not make it quite as appealing as a true victory. Oh, I thought it was gonna kill Myrtle, so I was ready to like play Tsutage and then it just got unblocked. Let's play it through. I think we've got a lot to learn about this stage if we're gonna do it. As we didn't get any intel at all from the boss's introduction, which is not a big surprise. Having Techno's puppets tank is going to be pretty important, I bet. Maybe I should have focused on clearing out more of these things. I hope there's some real large benefit, oh boy, to putting this in the light, because if there's not, then I really don't know what we're gonna do with this team. Seems like the boss doesn't have a timer. I mean, if it does, it hasn't kicked in yet at least.
守りに行きますいただきいいとこついてれば痛くないリンゴちゃん今日もよろしくね怖くはないわ
I don't know if I want to push the boss yet. That is less than ideal. Maybe I will push the boss. You know what? I'm feeling a little wacky right now. By that I mean I don't think I really had much of a say in it. Oh god, and then it spawns a bunch of these guys.
戦っている時は狙って夜明けまで守りに行きますはい無駄なあがきはやめなさい
Alright, GG on that one. Let's go see what the boss actually does.
ドクター帰ろっかここには私の欲しい功績はないみたい
Tragodia. First form, when a nervous impairment burst occurs on one of your allies, deal damage to the units the fortress does. That's why we saw that explosion. Creates a barrier on one camera, disabling it. It explodes if not destroyed within time limit. Okay, that's also bad. When a nervous impairment burst occurs on one of your units, deals damage to the units of the 8 adjacent tiles around that unit after a short delay, inflicting nervous impairments. It's the same thing. Alright, it's dramatization. You just get, after charging, attacks your units within range that are inside the filming area going from near to far. Attacks deal additional and nervous impairment. Each hit increases damage. Right, so having something to clear nervous impairment is probably a good idea. Let's just swap to this squad and see how we do. It's pretty much, I was gonna say it's pretty much the same squad. It's certainly not the same squad. I'm still building those goobies, but I wanted to play with them for a little bit.
私が焼き払う誰を餌にするか決まったリンゴちゃん恐怖が隠せないここ敵が後ろ
I should definitely put down a healer before now. Better late than never, though.
我が言語を発する外の神姿を映して
雲のマシュマロに澄み渡る青空のシロップをとろりと
全員の子私を追って影に踏み込
Boss is fairly tanky.
足元を見てるんです
本気で行くよ
Which is not a bad thing. Wonder if we can pull back Myrtle. We lose one of our cameras if we do that. Thorns is almost set up, and Thorns might be a real unit if we can get him set up there too.
機能喪失
Assuming there's no timer, maybe I should just stall out for a little bit while Thorns get set up. If y'all skill 1 might be better here too.
あまり待たせない
Gonna pull back Inez. I kind of want to break this lighting prop. I don't know how important it is to do so. I have like one flex. I could put down Golden Glow. And maybe I'll put down Golden Glow and have her like pre-game over here. Pull back Ascalon as well. We have Mudrock, so if Golden Glow starts taking some aggro, maybe we throw her right here. So we'll do that preemptively.
ドキドキしますどうぞ解除確認狙撃位置確保狙撃位置確保具体的に位置までですみんなこっち来て
And then I'll switch Myrtle over to Inez as well.
どうする恐怖が隠せない
Okay, everyone's ults are up basically. Gonna immediately activate Golden Glow skill. It should go over to Inez. If I understand priority correctly. Which, wouldn't you know it, I do have an idea of how it works. Gonna Inez skill here, which will give Mudrock priority.
第一こそが我が友
Thorns is now set up.
よくだよリワオよ立ち上がる私距離を合わせて
Mudrock's holding really efficiently over there. A little nervous about when AS skill goes down. As long as it doesn't continuously auto attack Inez, I think we're just kind of like fine.
確認
Assuming there's no timer on the boss as well. I can always skill on Inez to take some of the aggro off her. Alright, that was dramatically easier. Surprisingly large health pool on the boss, though. Maybe it just has high physical resistance. Actually, it almost certainly has high physical resistance. It's getting kind of melted by Myrtle. Not Myrtle, wow. Golden Glow. Everyone's Myrtle now. If no one's Myrtle, then everyone's Myrtle. That's the important thing.
ドクターの式はすっごくお勉強になるね私もいつ
Alright, let's claim
来るかも
another one for the Cat Squad. Definitely one of those events where you gotta be hyper aggressive to like make any success. Oh, I do like Miss Christine. The voice act. Did they have a real cat do Miss Christine? That'd be crazy if so. You can pet me more than last time, I permit it? Holy. Miss Christine stocks are like through the roof right now. Holy moly. Okay, what do we got from here? Anything exciting? Rerun of the Acid Drop outfit. It's a cool one, so I'm glad to see that running back. And just pretty standard stuff across the board. Doesn't seem like the hardest event, but that's okay, because whatever it's called, Vector Breakthrough's been tossed in my salad. I haven't even tried the super hard stages yet. I beat 12 and I was like, I need a break. This is going right through me. Alright, so I'm trying to be better about running my hourly ads so that there's not just like a crap load of pre-rolls when people come to my stream, because I think that that might be deterring some people. So what I'm going to do, since that kind of fit into the area rather nicely, is I'm going to run a 3-minute ad really quick, and while doing that I'm going to set up and do something else. At the event that it wasn't too bad, but we'll do probably some Factorio or something for the meantime. But I'm running an ad now, so we'll be right back. Alright, you caught me lying. We're doing something different. We're not doing Factorio. I got a gift for my birthday recently of a new automation game I haven't played, and I'm interested in trying it. It's called Shapes 2. I did not play Shapes 1. You can have my privacy data, I don't care. Hit me with the extreme graphical settings. Maybe I'm overdoing it on the extreme graphical settings, but I'm committing to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's, oh, yeah, I thought it was doing stuff. It's not doing stuff. Alright, Shapes 2. Never played it before. I do like automation games, and this one looks like you're floating through space, which is kind of sick. Acquire your operator badge by demonstrating your factory skills. So we have operator badge regular, hard, insane, and hexagonal. I guess it's like a tutorial thing. I'm not super against that conceptually. Thank you for signing up. You did sign up right. Either way, the Vortex requires me to evaluate your factory operator skills before issuing an operator badge. Simply to deliver the requested shapes as efficiently as possible. That's it. I might reward you with new upgrades or technologies based on your performance. You can have as many buildings as you want, but please don't damage them. I will strive for efficiency and build no spaghetti factories. All right, well... Unfortunately, I am known for my Italian eateries. Place 4 extractors. I think they just told me about rotating. I hope that's what they told me. Use belts to deliver the shapes. Place anchors with C while dragging a belt. Okay, I see you. So we drag, anchor, and it goes straight into the hole. Open the knowledge panel to review past instructions. I would actually love that because I skipped one of them. Shapes are composed of smaller sections known as quarters, can be separated and reorganized. WASTA or left click. Alright, this has things that we haven't even read yet, so I'm not going to sweat too much. I'm going to assume it was rotate. There's also mirroring with F. Alright, so we've got our little shapes going across now. They do a sick jump over the gap, which is kind of huge. Oh, there's like a... Wow, okay, that's cool that you can turn it. We have some shapes going through, which is nice. Conveyor belt launcher. Okay, so a belt launcher is to go over things, so will it just yeet itself automatically then? Wow, goodbye shape. I kind of wish I was that shape. Milestone 1 is to get 10 of them in. I like this. This is cute so far. Place 3 half destroyers to cut the shapes in half. Okay. Cutter. Need multiple buildings per belt. The amount is shown in the top right. Half destroyer destroys the west half of any shape. Connect the half destroyers. Drag the split and merge belts. Okay, so it automatically does it. Cool. It's not an idle game. Why not extract some squares already? What do you mean extract some squares? Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Okay. I have no like currency issue, so why wouldn't I just extract all of them, right? I'm dumb. How do I delete? I delete like that. Kind of forgot what I was doing for this design. Place a rotator between half destroyers to produce quarters. Okay, so these half destroyers. I'm guessing the reason we needed 3 is to sustain how many are going through the belt. They just kind of delete it. Okay. So we're going to place rotators. Let's put them back through. No, that's the wrong spot. I'm being dumb. Rotators, then half destroyers, and then belts. Vortex accepts shapes of any rotation. Great. Good to know that. Ah, okay, so the rotator just turns it, and that's why it's cutting it. And if we rotate it twice, it would be a shape without a shape. It would just be a circle. Interesting. So conveyor belts are 60 per minute. Okay, so we need to get quarter shapes, then we need half shapes. Well, we have a bunch of things here, but we need to have them. Is there a reason to not just take like one of my belts and turn it into one? I guess I could turn 2 of them into it. All right, so we need the slicers. What does this do? Does this just slice it halfway through the belt? It does. But this is not sustainable. Uh-oh. Why is this not working like I thought it would? Can I have both these belts merged somehow? I guess that's fine. How did I do it over here? Okay, it's just a primary belt. That's probably what it is. I just need like one primary belt. I didn't see what popped up in the bottom right. Unlock blueprints first, copy and paste. Ah, you knew what I was going for. This is like almost perfect. I wonder if we should instead set up like this. You just split it like that. Would that be more efficient? Milestone unlock and check your rewards. Okay, milestones. Rotate and cut. Boom. Completed. We get conveyor belt inspector, half destroyer, 90 degrees clockwise rotator, and belt launcher. Next is stacker and second floor. Stacker and second floor, side upgrades, 3 upgrades, 14 new tasks. You're with stacker and second floor, allowing you to stack shapes and build multi-floor factories. Great. Shapes can be combined through stacking. Okay, so it's literally stacked. It's not like this is half green and half red. This is just a green circle on top of a red square. Cool. 2 floors, and upper one is dropped and they connect. Great. If both shapes are whole, end up on top of each other. Oh, but you can fit them like this. Ah, okay. Weird. You can make some really strange combinations, I see. And we get blueprints next, but we have a lot of goals to do. So let's combine some circles and squares. Place 6 stackers. I'm really wishing that I built this on the other side. I'm gonna get rid of these for now so that we have like a untouched belt. And maybe we want it to be touched. Alright, let's place 6 stackers. Stackers are slow, always place multiple of them. Okay, I'm down for it. Look, I heard the instructions 6 stackers and I said, I was gonna say how many, but you already said how many. Supply the stackers with circles and squares. Connect floors by pressing E and then Q. So drag, E is up and then Q is down. Okay. My stackers with circles and squares. So this is just circle on square. This is nothing special. So we want the square on the bottom. We need some circles. Let's make a new belt of circles to bring out here. What is the extractor key? It's 4, I believe. That is a stacker. Embarrassing. Hopefully I don't dock my pay for that. That'd be real rough. Okay, so it should be as simple as bringing it here. And then... Okay, no. Yeah. I don't think that actually goes up like we want it to. Maybe it does. It does look like it connects. We need to watch some of our shapes come through. I wish our belts were faster. The music's kind of going off, though, you gotta admit. Hold shift and right click to delete an entire area. I do understand, thank you. So we probably want to put a rotator here. I mean, we could just put this straight on the belt, right? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. A rotator and then a cutter. I hate the spacing on that. There we go. But we need 240 of these, so we really want to ramp this up quite a bit. So we have successfully stacked the shapes, so we will deliver these in as well. Oh, look at our little square circles. Alright, so let us delete all of these and remake this. What was it? It's like this. Alright, so we want to efficiently make quarters. So we want blue slice, which we will do. They use 3 for 1, so I'm guessing we could do. Oh, it says 20 per minute. Okay. So it's 3 per belt. We'll do 3 and 3. Research points are awarded for completing side tasks. Open the tasks overview. Pin the task you want to work on, make them always visible. Okay. I'm confused that we can just stack circle on circle and that's like a thing. I guess we'll do it from top to bottom. But let's finish this build we were doing first. So this goes here and then gets cut. This goes here and gets cut. This goes here and gets cut. Following that, we want 3 rotators on each one and 3 cutters. And then condense them back into a single belt. And that should be sufficient. And again, it's added the orientation of it did not matter. So we do have plenty of extra circles. We're like sending these in for no benefit. So let's delete this. Let's get our circles back and let's get these other circles set up too. Okay, so we have 3 lines of circles that aren't available right now. We have a pin task to stack circles. Is it really so simple just to stack circles though? Which one's the stacker? There's the stacker. So is it just... Yeah, just produce a stack circle, great. Unfortunately, we need a bunch of them, but having them being crafted now is not a bad idea. Oh wait, they said that stackers are very slow. I keep pushing Control C. I've become addicted to it. Let's remake this, actually. I don't like it anymore. It disgusts me. Okay. So, stackers will do... Stackers do 10 per minute, so you'd want 6 per belt. Or I guess 6 per combined belt. We only need 6 of them. That's certainly a lot more than we had before. There's 6 of them. I wonder how like efficiently I can do this. I mean, I should be able to just stack the belts immediately, right? Like if I do this one as our lower one, we'll turn on a belt and then we'll have it go like this. And then have this one go here, then we go up and then we go like this. Great, they just immediately go over each other. A shape goal has been completed. We finished. What did we finish? Ah, okay. We finished the shape code. Interesting that you can copy shape code. We just finished the little square in the corner. I didn't realize that one was done. We now need 2 stacked corner ones. Well, these are almost done too. I want to finish up this build first though. This should, by all means, oops, I don't want to anchor there. Just be fine. Great. Something's wrong. No, nothing's wrong. Okay. They're just like desync time-wise, but that's fine. So we have those going into our machine as well. We have an empty belt here. We should probably pin other tasks to work on. We have square square as a stack. We might as well put that one on too. Once we finish up this one, we need 2 corners stacked, which, wouldn't you look at it, we can just make right here, right? Oops, wrong button. Gonna get rid of these now that these are done. And we're just going to do the same treatment. They're in the same corner, so it should just be fine. We'll just do... that's a bad spot to put it. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the wrong thing for sure, but that's okay. I'm still getting used to controls, and I keep mixing up what the devices are. There's the stacker. Okay, and that should be fine to output there. The shapes, it's true. There's shapes everywhere. Okay, what are we looking at now? We've got the double stacked corners going, and we need double stacked squares whenever this task is done. This takes quite a while to complete. We don't have an extra free belt of squares. We could start stacking with this one though. I guess there's no real reason to keep sending this in. Let us get rid of this task for this one. We can slowly start doing the squares. Do we have other ones too? These are circles and these are squares. All right, we have whole extra belts of circles and squares we haven't even touched yet. We can get started with those. I keep putting stackers down. I can't help myself. Extractor, okay. We definitely need some new belts of stuff. I didn't realize that we had these available to us. Okay, so we need to do squares on squares, which should be really, really easy, because it's just like ratioed out in itself. We'll belt these out. And we'll just have these stack onto each other. Easy peasy. So we'll put down stackers. These will go down. These will go up. And then those just spit out, and those have already been built now, so we don't need to worry about them anymore. Put down these. Actually, I'll do it the other way around. It does have the right side. So now those are done. We could technically scale them up more, but I don't think we need to stress it too much. We're about to finish another pin task. Very slowly doing milestone 2. The other milestone 2 is a cut circle and a cut square. We do technically have a square available right now. We could get that started. I think I'm going to do that. Just going to bring the square over to here. Then bring the circle over. I promised them I wouldn't do spaghetti, but I just can't help myself. I was born to make spaghetti. I want to keep doing it till the end. So a half destroyer. 3 half destroyers. 3 half destroyers. So the issue is I think that these are going to spit out in a weird way, right? No, maybe they won't. It looks like they're going to spit out on the right side specifically. Yeah, because the half destroyers destroy vertically. So this actually doesn't make any difference at all. This is quite nice. Want to stack the square first. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we want the half square on the bottom. We want the half circle on the top. And we just want to take this belt back. We will go over and then under, and over and then under, and then straight in. I kind of like the verticality a lot. It does allow me to make things a little bit more compact. I'm glad they gave me a tutorial. We do have a task, so we get a research point. Next one is half circle with half circle. That one automatically pinned, so we'll focus on that one. We do have a whole extra circle area we haven't worked with yet, so let's set that up right now. Okay. Alright, so we need half circle, half circle. We will do 3 slicers. And the same thing right here. Guess I want to get rid of that really quick. 3 slicers. These will be identical now, and this should be... Oh, can we make this like really, really, really compact? Maybe not, but maybe so. Hold on. No, we need to feed this way, so it would be a little bit too much. Let me move it to the side. I don't know how I want to set up stackers like that yet. They're much easier if they're slightly to the side. Oh, but you know what we can do is we can rotate it like that. Oh, hold on. We need half circle and half circle, right? Sorry, I had a cough come on. I was trying to fight it so hard. And then it won. That was awful. Thought I wasn't going to make it for a sec. Here's your reminder to drink some water and not do whatever I just did. Talking a lot really like gets to your throat. Who would have guessed? Okay, so this should be our half circle stacker done. One of our pin tasks is done, so we should have progressed the tutorial now, I think. We have an upgrade. Oh my god, you can upgrade belt speed. But these aren't actually that useful on their own. We could spend a bunch to unlock a building. Labels seem nice too. I guess we'll just do belt for now. At least belt speed, if we set up a new mine anywhere, it'll be better. Cool that they're upgrades, so I like that. Oh, look at how fast our belt yeets them now. I never asked why we're feeding the void. Maybe I should have. Alright, so we need stacked square and stacked square. Anything else that's like superfluous right now? This is already completed. So we can just get rid of this build. It's kind of weird to say that though. These are still being used, but holy heck, they're slow. I do have a 1 raw belt of squares, but I don't think 1 belt's going to be a satisfying amount. We're almost done with this, so I think I'm going to free up these once this task is done. Oh, we have a bunch of squares up here, actually. Wait, I should have just focused up here. I completely forgot we never took this out. Let's do that now. Yeah, I'll just head up over here. This one is just 2 stacked halves, so we'll do something similar. What we did before. Actually, we can just literally... I wish we had blueprints, because we were able to just copy this exact design, because that's exactly what we need. But we'll do something similar. The shape goal's been completed. We'll do 3 cutters here, 3 cutters here. Then we'll do the 6 stackers. Oh, I meant to rotate them, right? Perfect. Then we'll have 3 of the belts go like this. The other 3 go like this. Have it bring it up and then down. Great. And that will point out our stacked halves. What do we have going on now? We don't need this build anymore. I mean, actually, we could probably repurpose this build, right? I think we can repurpose this into another major build. Let's just get rid of the ending part. So we have our 2, like, halves right here. If we have 1 quarter and 1 quarter. We just need to rotate one of them twice. I don't think we have... We only have 90-degree rotator, so we just need to rotate one of them twice, which is unfortunate. It can do 45 per minute, and our belts currently do... Oh, right, because this got scaled up with our belts, because our belts do 90. So we need 2 of these per belt, technically. The issue is we need to rotate them twice. And then we need to stack them, I guess, to put them together? This is interesting. That is the direction we need. Nice, we were able to repurpose that really quickly. I think that's going to be kind of slow, but that's okay. We can work with the other stuff. We do have a whole extra belt of squares not doing anything. We need 720 of those, but we have plenty of other stuff to work on right now. But we started that task, thankfully. Do we have any research points available? We have 0 research points available. What is this doing over here? This is the square over circle, or the half circle over half square, which are producing very slowly. It looks like the issue is we have a bunch of squares coming through, but the circles are way slower. Why are the circles so slow? They're not. Okay, it's just that the squares are backed up here versus circles are backed up here. We could route more into it to make it quicker. Alternatively, we can get a jump start on something else, which I think we should do. I think we should split ourselves a little bit thin here. That's a triple square. That's going to be a little bit tough. 2 corners could be doable with the extra circles we have, but that'd be really slow as well. Actually, maybe not. We need those going in. This build is done. We don't need this right now. Oh my gosh, you know what we could have done actually? Wait, I think I'm dumb. Or I'm like really smart for figuring something out. I could repurpose this build to make that way faster, right? No, okay, I'm not right. No, I am right. I'm totally right. Not that it matters because that task is almost done on its own, but I could have been using this build to just split it in half and it would have fixed that. Yeah, let's get rid of this build for now. I'd like to dedicate more squares to that one. Can we pin more than just 2 tasks? We can, okay. That's a weird one. We can do some real strange ones. Oh, we get 2 juice for that? Alright, we definitely want to do... I think the stacker is our next upgrade we want. The stacker is just so slow. Getting a 50% increase on that is certainly not a bad thing. Oh, you can see the progress of the task? Is that what that is? It is. That's quite nice that you can see how close they're to being done. This one is so slow. Do we have any available squares? We have 2 available circles over here, at least. What are these doing? These are doing nothing. These have been... They've served their purpose because of how efficient they were, which is very hooray. But let's rebuild this entire thing over here, because I want to make those corners, and I want to make them efficiently. I would really like blueprints, though. It'd be so nice to be able to replace things. So can I efficiently use 1 belt? I want to see if I can do this with 1 belt. So it should be... No, I don't know if we can do it with 1 belt, because when you cut it, it consumes the other ones. If we could just separate it, it would be way nicer. Separate, rotate, separate. That gives me 1 corner. So if I do that on each belt... Although it looks like we could probably do a few of them for each belt. Yeah, we should be able to do at least 3. So we'll do separate, separate, rotate, rotate, separate, separate. I don't like how those belts look, so I'm redoing them. There we go, that's better. I keep trying to copy paste, I know I can't do it. Vortex and shape predictions indicate whether you produce the correct shapes. Gray background, shape doesn't serve any purpose. Green background, correct shape, keep delivering. Flag, you've delivered enough. Orange lock, correct, but future something. Why is that censored by that? Can I move that? No, okay. Purple star, operator level shape, keep delivering. Blueprint shape, challenge difficulty only. Alright, weird. Oh, it's because there was something else in the background. That's why. Correct, but future goal. Okay. I didn't realize that the conveyor belt is holding one over the objective. That's funny. So let's do this again. That is a rotator. I am heckin' so lost in the sauce. Nope. Rotator, slicer. We want to copy this 3 times. That's the wrong one. Okay, we'll have each bell lead into it. Okay, and that leaves us with each of the... Okay, I'm really undercutting this a lot. I know I keep saying okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking we needed all 4 of them. I was literally just going to make a circle again, but this will be more efficient. So we then rotate the inner ones. No, we don't have to rotate them at all, actually. We could just stack them. This is way easier than I thought. I didn't realize I was a turbo genius. That was actually on me. Oh my god, this build's actually kind of beautiful. Wait. Got me acting out. And we pivot here. Raise, go here. What happened? Why is you doing that? Okay, I guess you need 1 spot of clearance to be able to get on the lift. That's okay. Not the end of the world. I like them apples. I like those apples a lot more. I keep trying to push escape to leave that view, and I don't know why. We'll just mirror it over it here. That should pretty efficiently spit out an okay number of our pin task. Certainly a much quicker version than doing just 1 of them. We do have another one done, so let's go turn that in. We have 2 more space bucks. We may as well take the upgrade for the cutting speed to bring everything up to snuff so our ratios fit again of the 3-to-1 for the cutters and whatnot. We have some extra juice over here. We have a whole extra belt we're not using here. This milestone's really slow. Is this one done? This one's still not done. Being that we have extra stuff, I think I'm going to just ramp up this design. This one's really slow. We've been doing it for a long time. I'm only dedicating 1 belt of each. This should be... What do we have here? We have just cut and then stack. That's simple. Oh my goodness, I set it up wrong. That explains why that's so slow. We set up only 1 cutter for that side. I hadn't noticed it for a while. Alright, never mind. I'm gonna just set it up so that it works now. It should function a lot better. Turns out when it works, it works. I kind of want to go for the pyramid for my next thing, but let's focus on these first, I guess. These give a lot of juice for progressing to the final one. So this is a half circle and then 2 half squares stacked on top of each other. So to create that, we need to create a half circle and a square and then stack an extra square on top of it. Okay, I can do that. So we're going to want twice as many square belts as circle belts. So I'll dedicate 4 square belts if I can. This task is almost done, so maybe I'll be able to get those by the end. I have 3 circle belts available. I have a bunch of circles, I don't have a bunch of squares. Are these being used for anything? No, these 2 are done? Alright, we're taking this then. Hey, another one done. I really like this build. It came out really good, but we don't need it for nothing anymore. It's heckin' check marked. We're good to go. Get rid of it. So we'll do 2 squares, or 4 squares to 2 circles, which we have available over here. So we'll just bring these circle belts down here. We will go with cutting these first. So we will have 2 cutter setups. They are 3 to 1. Do that. And then we need to, I guess we can technically just stack these first, right? There's no reason not to. We'll immediately set up 6 stackers. Actually, we would need 12 stackers, I think, for what we want. No, we should only need 6, right? That's 15 per minute. The belts put through 90 per minute. Doing half. I'm getting lost in the sauce. So it's 6 per belt. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. The sauce had located me, but I found my way out somehow. So this will create our side stack. Now we just need half circles, which is just as simple as what we were doing before. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then we need those circles. Actually, will this belt be like over flooded by them? It totally will if we have a singular belt. We need to separate these belts, which is not a big deal, but worth noting. These are perfectly efficient belts. So now we want 3 of these to go this way. These ones will say. I can't tell if these belts are perfectly efficient or not. They should be. They're fine. These can all fit on a single belt. And we need to stack that with our blues. Our blues. I don't know why I call them blue. Am I seeing colors and shapes now? Our circles. Press V to hide the upper floors. Oh, that's a nice little tooltip. You know, we'll eliminate these. We'll do our 6 stackers right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let those go on bottom. Oh, but you know what we still have to do is we still have to rotate those. That's fine. Those can go where they are, but we need to rotate these. Rotators is 2 per belt, I guess? That's 45 per minute, and our belts only do 90 per minute, so this should be fine. I say convincing myself, not entirely sure. And then we need to put them through the rotator once more. And then with this, we will have these feed here. And these feed here. That should be a plenty good setup. Thinking this would be a little bit more. Oh no, there we go. That's still getting stuck. I was thinking this would be a little more efficient. But the circles definitely outweigh the squares. But I mean, our belt's looking fine. We just started it. We're a third of the way, or a tenth of the way done. Holy cow, math is not my strong suit. I can't even speak anymore. These halves are still so wicked slow. Did we finish up this one? We did finish up this one. It has a little flag on it. So I'm going to break down this build altogether. We'll rebuild it if we want to. Nice while it lasted, but I want my squares back because I really want to ramp up these corners we're doing over here. So I'm going to just try to replicate this design basically perfectly. So we have 3 cutters, then 3 rotators, then 3 cutters. Is that what it is? Yeah. And a square betwixt them. Then this side needs to be rotated twice. Why are two rotators too slow? What am I missing? I think it's just the stackers in front of it that are too slow. Yeah, stackers do like nothing per minute. I should have put more stackers here. That's a part of my issue for certain. I'll just make this side with more stackers at the end. I don't know why I made so few last time. I think I was very much overcomplicating it the first time. Let's see how much better adding 6 stackers is instead of no stackers. Why aren't you reaching over here? There you go. You were getting stuck. Okay. Yeah, would you look at that, huh? It's weird. It's like putting an appropriate number of stackers at the end was a good idea. Nice improvement regardless. We're learning. These are all done. We don't need the circles, but I feel like we could repurpose these. Because one of our tasks is literally like combining these two things, right? Like we have this built. So why don't we just recombine it? It would take 2 rotators and then a stacker, and then we'd be good to go. I think I could even fit that right here, although we'd need a bunch of stackers, but I think I can do it. Rotate, rotate. And we'll do... Oh, I can't make them over there, though. Alright, I'll make the stacker to the side. I didn't want to make them all the way over here, but this is fine. It'll be a much, much more enjoyable thing to set up this way. Great. Easy peasy. We repurposed something that we had a really large setup on, and now it should be producing something else. I assume that's why it's called recycling. No, that one's not recycling. Oh, that's probably just showing to like, because it follows after that one. I'm glad you made a big build for it. It looks like the next step of the main milestone one, or the main task, I guess, is to do the build we just had, but then stack an extra circle on it and make a bunch of them. How many of these do we make per minute? Is it make our belt perfect? Yeah, our belt is actually like perfectly flowing with this. I don't think, no, maybe it's backing up more. No, it looks fine. Maybe it'll back up a little bit, but this belt is like totally fine. We have all this done. We just need to go stack one extra thing on top of it, which we can make very easily right here. There's literally just cutter, cutter, rotator, 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 rotator. Oh, I should make more of these though. I learned that like one's not enough for a belt. So how much does a cutter do? A cutter does 45 per minute, so we need 2 for each one. Rotators and cutters. Nope, no, 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 don't break everything. You greedy, greedy, greedy coat. Don't do that. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shape processing is slow. To avoid stall belts, always place multiple buildings. You know, you're not wrong about this at all, and I appreciate the tutorial. You're absolutely correct, and it's a great idea. I simply messed up in placing belts, in the sense that I didn't place belts. But you are correct that it's slow. So I do appreciate it. The tutorial was like on point. I was just a little bit slow to the party. So what if we do a little bit of this action, and then we have our 6 stackers. We'll have this group enter through here and then pivot downwards. That is way more than 6 stackers. That's better. This group enters this way. And this group enters this way. Get rid of that. I'm really struggling to get used to the floor thing. Not that there's anything wrong with the floor thing, I'm just struggling on it. Wait a minute. Is this the task that I was asked for? That doesn't look right. No, what? I'm missing a step? Why is that? Why are they so small? It's just the full shape stack twice. What did I do wrong? Hold on, I'm lost in the sauce. I thought we had a good thing going here. This looks fine here. I'm stacking it in the wrong order. That's what's happening. This needs to be on the bottom. I'm being dumb. Everything else was fine. We just really needed to not do that exact thing. We may as well just eject those now. That's why the sizes were different. So now, hopefully, these will look a little better. There we go. Those are the shape we're looking for. How satisfying. Alright, well those are not the fastest thing in the world, but they're fast enough, and it repurposed our build, which is, I think, what they're trying to teach us. We should definitely put these on 2 different belts. Like, that's like not even a question at this point. We'll do the same thing we did on the other side. Nope, no, don't do that. Anchor, anchor. Undo the anchor. We're gonna split it across here. Bring it down here. Then we will eliminate this belt and have this belt go this way. And that should result in much better throughput. Those belts were certainly clogged. It's not going to be perfect. Like, clearly we have a space for a few more of them to fit in there. Which kind of surprises me, because they look like they could all fit on one belt, but they were certainly stuck. Maybe it's because once they get to this point, they'll get more stuck. Alright, so that will be sufficient for that. For milestone 2, we just need... oh, corner stacked on corner. But I've been having so much fun doing the other tasks. I'm glad we made this, because even with this improved, like... we should certainly improve this side too. It's still quite slow. Oh no, we finished this one. I was looking at a different task, okay. I think these are also suffering from exactly what we just learned, so let's remake this ending part. We need to separate these belts. We only have so much throughput per belt, and it's really hurting us. Wait, what the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 7 of them too? That's not that big of a deal, but why the heck did I make 7? I must have just miscounted. I'm gonna just remove 1 from each side. Okay. So we need to rotate these ones twice. That was part of the issue. I think I'll do the rotation ones over here. These do 30 per belt, so we need 3 per belt. I was thinking they did 45 for some reason. We have just enough space to sneak them back into. Oh, you know, I can just have them on top of each other technically as well. Alright, we need the stackers still. Definitely press for space here. That's a little bit unfortunate with my designs, but we'll get better at it. Alright, we will have these just output here. We'll have this one go over this belt and then down. Actually, wait, no, you could just stay in the air the whole time, huh? We'll have this one anchor here. Go upwards and then connect. And we'll have the lower ones. Let's go in per normitude. Wait just a minute. These are not the right shape. What went wrong? These are cutters, not rotators. I don't know how I managed to do that. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait for a little bit for the belt to get flushed out. That explains why I thought it was 45 per minute, because I was putting down the wrong dang thing. Well, that's awkward, but either way. Shape previews allow show you the result before shape arrives, allowing you to build faster. I did notice that. It's cool. Oh, I didn't notice it was on the things we were making. This side is so scuffed. It's almost fixed, but it's quite scuffed. Then our shapes per minute should go up. In the meantime, we're about to finish dumping out these ones that we made the big build for over there. Our last task looks really simple. Being that these aren't doing anything, I almost feel bad getting rid of these because I quite like making these squares. Alright, so we've gotten 10 research points. Separates the west and east half entirely. See, that seems like it could have some real merit to it. Like, that's just like so good. It swaps the west and the west half of the two shapes. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh my god, that looks really nice too. 90 degrees counterclockwise. I want that less trash. Destroys shapes can also be used for decorational purpose. 180 rotator would save us a lot of space as well, and a bent stacker. That's cool too. I think I want the cutter. I think being able to separate two shapes will save me so much headache. We have 4 more. Let's go for the 90 degrees counterclockwise rotator as well, in case we want to do counterclockwise for some reason. It could save us trouble. It might not, but it could be nice to have. Alright, this one's certainly doing better than it was before. Why is this belt so much more intense than that belt? Oh my god, I forgot to connect it. I was like, man, this one's always backed up and now we've got nothing going on ever. What's happening? I am so lost in the sauce, but this is working now. We could pin more things, or we could do milestone 2. Let's do milestone 2 because I really want the blueprinter. Milestone 2 is simple. It's just 2 corners. And we now have the splitter, so we can do this really efficiently. I'm going to get rid of this shape here. Oh. What does this do? I could select a bunch of stuff and I have options. Clone, save blueprint, cut selection, clear contents, select connected. Okay. I see. It says how many of each thing is there too. Alright, we're gonna just destroy it. Cannot be undone, but we should commit to it. This is also freed up now, although I really like this build. I'm gonna just clear out everything. We're gonna build everything from scratch for the time being. I need like a fresh view of the world, you know? Boom. So the only thing we're outputting now is that one. We now have a whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. So we have our rotator and we have our cutter, and if I select our cutter, it looks like we can change it to be a half destroyer or a cutter. I do want it to be a cutter. This seems quite nice. So now we're going to put out way more stuff. Let me see how we can make value to this. Can we flip this horizontally or vertically? There was a tooltip for it. Oh, it says it on the screen right in front of me. That's awkward. Alright, so how many per minute does this do? 22 per minute. So if I put this in, it splits them and can't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Okay, we would need to rotate first. So if I rotate and then rotate, how did those end up the same direction? Oh, because, I mean, no, wait, how did they end up the same direction? Because it splits them. Okay, this will end up a different direction. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it. And then this splits it, and now we have, whoops. And now we have 4 squares, but we now have 4 squares that are on different sides, which is probably more of a pain than anything. Yeah. There's no reason for us to rotate them. Alright, so splitter. Whoops. Okay, we need to rotate that. There's no reason to rotate them in a different direction. We want them to both end up on the same area. So rotating them in a different direction is what we want. I'm just so lost in the sauce right now. Now these are the same. We cut these again. I keep pushing H to flip for some reason. I don't know why. And then we can rotate these. I wish there's a quick key for switching. Maybe there is. And now these are all outputting the exact same corner. Great. So now we need to do the same thing. Might be F keys for the submenu. It doesn't seem like it. Unless it's something you have to unlock, which case it could be. I could totally believe it. I had an extra belt there, which is kind of driving me crazy. We finished another pin task. Let's unlock that real quick. Well, maybe I should have saved my space box. Finally, we were going to get more. The 180-degree rotator probably goes quite hard. Stacker bent is just faster inherently. Interesting. I think I'm gonna grab the 180-degree rotator. I kind of want the trash too to decorate a little bit. Alright, so we have these ones. We need to do the same exact thing with circles, which we can do pretty easily. I'm gonna just build it over here. So it's splitter, 2 opposite rotators, splitter, and then 2 rotators on the sides. I feel like I could do that way more efficiently, but I can't remember, or I can't figure out how right now. So splitter, 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 rotator. Oh, I should do the right orientation of rotator. So let's put these through here to make sure these are right. I want them to all end up in the upper right corner. Yeah, upper right corner. So I want to make these opposite. Great. And then we will do this one to put that there, and put that there. And now we have all these in the upper right corner just from the cutter alone. Okay. It was just because the first ones were scrunky. That's what it is. I saw that they were looking a little bit weird. No, it's not. What am I doing wrong? No, it is. There was just one more scrunky one. Okay. Great. These are different. No, these are correct. These are correct. These are not correct. I was thinking that the orientation of how you looked at it made a difference, but it doesn't. I did it backwards. Maybe very backwards. It looks like we just need to change the rotators again. Delete those belts. Let's see how these new ones look. Still not enough. Why the heck am I rotating them so badly? How did these end up here? Alright, let's follow the path. So it's clockwise, counterclockwise. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Split, split. Clockwise, clockwise. It's the direction that I'm cutting them initially that's making the difference. Okay, okay, okay. My brain was struggling to put all those numbers and directions together. So I want to rotate these ones. We can just use rotators to fix our problem, although it'd be nice if we could fix it earlier down the line. Kind of guess it looking like this is probably what we want. No, it is not, but that's okay. That one's already fine on its own. We need the reversed one there. That one's totally not fine on its own. I don't know why I thought it was. Great, now everything is perfect. How many of these go through? It's 22, so one belt should be fine for all of them, I think. I hope. If not, we'll deal with that problem later. There's a future me problem, a certified factory classic. Future me is gonna hate it, but current me is kind of like vibing with it. This does give us what we want, but it's only one belt of each, so it's going to be really, really, really slow. So I think we want to try and replicate this. I'm going to rip this design down. We're going to remake it on this side. Doing it in the corners just feels really convenient. So if I make them from the same, let's try to make them from the same cardinal direction. Will that make it much easier for my brain? I'm thinking that's going to be like the solver, basically. So I can just literally mirror it. Cutter, 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 flip, flip. Currently have those two coming out, so we need to rotate them both. Whoops, wrong one. Oh, it says tab to switch variants right on it. I'm so dumb. Oof, dude. You hate to see it. Never beaten the English Arknight streamer can't read allegations. It's been a tough life. Oh my god, it's so convenient. Dang it. I mean, great, but dang it. Glad we figured it out now. Oh, the shape preview does go pretty hard. I'll give you that much. Alright, so we want to stack the squares underneath the circles. We'll just set up our 6 stackers. Squares. Circles. I'm gonna assume one belt's enough. I don't think one belt's gonna be full. Oh my god, one belt's actually kind of full. That looks kind of nice. Wait a minute. May as well replicate it one more time, right? No reason not to. Practice it. Doing them from the same direction is definitely like, if you can do it, just do it. It makes it so much easier to visualize, which is quite nice for this kind of thing. I need to pay attention to shape preview because that'll save me a bunch of headaches in the long run, I feel. We want them all to be upper right. It's really really nice just doing them like side by side like this too. Right, then we just have them come out this way and go out that way. Set up our 6 stackers once more, and then we'll just stack them. And we want these squares to be on the bottom. We gotta do it one more time just to finish our like shape. Like I can't not. I could pin some more things, but I'm kind of having fun doing this specific build. I don't know why. Just hitting my brain's happy chemicals in a specific way. No, don't push H. You're addicted to pushing H. They're gonna come after you. You've gone mad with pushing H power. Okay, we just start with 1, right? Practice makes perfect. So 1, 1, boom, 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 boom. Nope, that is not how we do it. Also, I want it to be 1 closer so that they're touching. Because if we're not having an aesthetic factory, what's the point of having a factory at all? I'll get better at the inputs. Just you wait. Once that happens though, it's over for the factory. No, I finished the shape goal before I finished making it. I hate it here. I'm still gonna finish him. God, I'm just too cool. This sucks. I guess they were right in high school, telling me I was way too cool. Dang it. They were like, Miko, you're making shapes too efficiently, stop. That's cool looking. Alright, so we've unlocked blueprints, which I'm really grateful for because I was thinking about how nice that would have been to do this specific build. Thought you might need this. You can now copy and paste parts of your factory, not the messy ones, please. We've got some new default tasks as well. Select an area with shift, left click, and then control C. Oh my god. This sounds so nice. I quite like that. We are now so powerful. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna run a quick 3-minute ad just so there's no pre-rolls and stuff. I want to grab some water and stuff anyways, but we will continue with this for another hour, I think. So just 1 moment, we'll be right back. It looks like the ad is done, and I am back with some more water. I did in fact consume some sweets so that we can have some brain power to work on milestone 3. And I want to pin a few more tasks too, because I want more upgrades more than anything. There's a lot of baby tasks we haven't done. We don't even have our operator badge yet. Like, get it together. Alright. Obviously, what every factory needs is a very fresh start when possible. We're just going to delete our beautiful setup. That's much better. Alright, what are we going to do? We have milestone 3. Let's look at some tasks and pin some of those as well. I guess we'll just do them in order. I may as well just pin all of the starter tasks. I kind of want to do all of them, so I may as well. Pyramid looks really funny. It's just kind of like stacking on stacking on stacking on stacking. Looks very, very easy to do as well. However, I think we want to dedicate... If we do 3 belts, it'll be really slow. Maybe we'll just set up 3 belts of stacking and then call it fine. These are circles. Alright, so we have a pyramid. I kind of want to dedicate 6 belts to this, but if we're going to be working on other things, I don't want to dedicate too much, because I believe we only have 8 belts right now that we can use. So let us focus not too hard on that. And we will start with something a little bit basic. Can we do stacker to stacker? That's too close. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I just want to ensure. This will certainly not be the most efficient, but it'll make the shape we want. I figure while we're working on something more complex, we'll just have this outputting. I don't think this is going to be fast enough to need more than a single belt out. It'll make what we want, very, very slowly. Oh, I really like how they look on the belts when they're stacked up like that. It's very cute. Can we see how many per minute we're producing? Oh, prioritize milestones first. Vortex Ltd recommends prioritizing milestone shapes, only doing the side tasks while those are being delivered, and that way you can avoid unnecessary waiting times and remain efficient. Fine. I'm just like getting the bonus space bucks. You can make space platforms? That looks sick. I want a space platform. This shape is just a square and a circle combined. We've been barked at to do our work and not goof around, so we will do our work for a little bit. How can we efficiently make this, though? That's the good question. Look, it's not even slow. That'll be done in no time. Look, we just set up a really basic one, boss. Believe me. Press O to expand a selection of all connected structures. That's cool. Good to know. I will almost certainly forget it, but I'll do my best not to. So how do we do this efficiently? Cutting gives us like so much more like efficiency. It does 22 per minute, so we need 4 of them per belt to be like truly efficient. Which is a lot of heckin' cutters. Actually, no, we wouldn't need 4 of them, would we? No, we would. Yeah, that would be 90. It would be 88, but... So we spit out all these. We want to rotate them and then cut them again for the corner, and then we put them back together? I mean, if we cut them again, we have the luxury of, like... We have the luxury of... We need space. We have the luxury of being able to reuse them. So I think even though it's more complex to do it this way, I think it's worth doing it this way. Although resources aren't limited, so there might not be a benefit to this. I might be overthinking its value. Oh my god, they just add an extra one. Alright, look, I know they got mad at me for it, but you gotta, like, it's just one more. It's so free. Like, there's literally, like, nothing to this. It's them not wanting me to do this is a mistake. I'm gonna say it. They don't know what they're talking about. Because this is just so free. It's 5-minute adventure, if even that. Like, look. They really gonna get mad that I'm that efficient? Look, boom. The task is done. We'll forget about it now and go back to what we were doing. Alright, so we need to rotate these to cut them once more. Does it matter what direction we rotate them? Kind of, but I think that we want to ideally just rotate them. Let me think. So we want them to efficiently be in corners. If we cut them here, we won't have the corners we really want. So we would much rather spit them out in a desirable way at this point in the stage. It destroys the west half specifically. And cutters will always do the west and east. Maybe we do use cutters again. I was thinking about using the other one, because it's so limited to west half specifically, it becomes a lot more tough to accomplish what we want. So we want, we'll do bottom left and top right. All right, we'll do bottom left and top right. Oh man, my brain's really chugging on this one. Maybe it is simpler to just like rotate it into getting cut by a cutter. It's almost certainly dramatically simpler than whatever the heck my brain's trying to cook, but is that the right idea? Is that giving up? Alright, we need to move this whole thing. It's a learning experience for us. Oh my god, it's so nice to have the ability to do that. I feel like I'm doing this in like a really dumb way. It's getting so convoluted that I can't help but feel that I'm doing something dumb. But maybe it's not dumb. Maybe it's not. Maybe we gotta give ourselves some credit. We just gotta see. Time will tell. I'm still like staring at this, like my eyes crossing and stuff, like... So for these to cut west, it's kind of a pain in the butt. You just need them to go straight through and then rotate after. Ah, this is a lot easier than my brain was letting me realize. Did I overcommit these? I overcommitted these. We only need 2 of them each time. No, these only do 30 per minute. I bet we're not spitting that much through. Let's just do 1 for each and see how it goes. Because these are 22 per minute. Is that 22 per minute per belt? Each one is 22. So we have 44 per minute. The rotators do 45 per minute. So 1 rotator each is fine. The half destroyers will need 2, and those will be like fine with 2 of them. So we'll do 2 for each instead of the monstrosity we were doing before, which also lines up really nicely with our build. So I should have just done that in the first place instead of whatever the heck I ended up with. Alright, let us remove those and we will do this instead, which looks a heck of a lot nicer, wouldn't you know? I also don't need nearly as far away as I have it. Let me fix that. I moved it far back because I thought that it was necessary. But this should even be fine. A lot more space efficient too. I guess I could just be copy pasting parts of this too, but that's fine. So now we just need one of our rotators on one of these? Yeah. Every other one needs a rotator. And then those will give us the base shape of what we need. But not if you do it like that, because then you're rotating the wrong thing, and everyone's gonna think you're dumb. And you want to avoid that when possible. I've somehow gotten lost in the sauce again. Why is this one going up? Because this rotator is facing a different direction. Or not rotator, the cutter. Now they're all outputting identical things. There is some like goop at the end we need to get out, but that's fine. So now every single line is outputting what they should be, and then we just need to stack them. Because of this, we're only getting through press L to clear all shapes in a selection. Oh my god, really? You mean it? Like, no joke? Or is it I? Oh, it's I. Oh my god, thank you. That's so kind. Holy cow, I love that. So stackers are doing 15 per minute, but at this point, I think we're capped out at the 22 per minute. So I think it's 2 stackers for each of these should be fine. I think I should definitely move these slightly further away. We will have it go like this, I guess. This feels excessive. I feel like this is not going to nearly be as much as we need. Like, this is excessive by a lot. Also, it doesn't really work the direction we did. We have to bring it the other way. I like that you can really visualize your throughput. That's quite nice. But this is definitely a flaw of our design. I'm thinking that this is way too much. We scale it down to 2 each, and I think that'll be right. The math in my head's really struggling. Size-wise, we can only fit like 2 each anyways, so I'm gonna just do that and see if that's sufficient. It probably won't be, unfortunately. But now, we can just copy-paste stuff like this. And these are putting out the shapes that we want. I think we can put them all on one belt. It's kind of looking like the speed that we're rocking right now, but I'm not 100%. I'm going to... Oh, I'm going to be addicted to the feature where you can just, like, delete all the shapes. I shouldn't have deleted them so far back. That was a real blunder on my part. Upgrading our belt speed again would be a pretty good idea. But either way, this is still only half the problem. We need to create this... Like, we can copy-paste the entire thing. Wait. Are we really a genius? I forgot we finished the pyramid. I don't know why I'm glazing myself so hard right now. This is like probably not even sufficient. Will this output them because I mirrored it in a mirrored way? Because if so, that would be kind of extremely litty-legitty, as they say. I'm going to take a second belt and feed that up here. That's fine. Okay, they still output the same direction. I thought that if we mirrored it, it might not. Why are these green check marks? We have a task for green... or for half ones? No, we don't. Oh, it's because we already did that one before! Okay. I'm mixing up colors. Look, colors, shapes, it's like second grade for me right now. We're popping off. So we need rotators. I'm going to assume this boat won't be full, but I'm going to do 2 of them regardless, just in case. Those are the wrong kind of rotators. And now we hit him with some stackeronis. The old Stackunschlag. And hopefully we're good to go. Shouldn't matter which ones go up and which ones go down here. At least I don't think it will. Aw, man, I miss when life was simple and we were stacking uncolored pyramids. I did see that there was colored stuff in here. That's really scary. The idea that we're gonna need to paint things and then combine those is a whole extra step of fun. Hey, look at them. Not bad. Now the question is it so simple that we copy this, mirror it, rotate it? We don't want to mirror it. Do we want to mirror it? Oh, hold on. Oh no. Wait, no, it should be fine. It shouldn't go there. We're doing it dumb. We need to mirror it again. I guess mirror it the first time. You don't think? Oh my god, I love this game. That's so convenient. Not that we really need to ramp it up, it's just so cool that we have blueprints now. I'm really happy about it. I wish the stackers were a little bit faster because they're so slow. Oh, you can see efficiency by just looking at it. Okay. Has 100% efficiency. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that was a feature. They probably told me it. Just look at it for a little bit. That is so cool that you can see the efficiency. This is not going to be 100% efficient at all. And that's because these are at 100% efficiency and we need to ramp these up. Cool, okay, you can see where your breakpoints are, like, visually. Oh my god. I know I'm kind of glazing the game, but I'm just feeling it right now. Alright, let's work on something else with some of our spare stuff if we can. This task is interesting because we should just be able to, like... Actually, what goes on top? The squares or the circles? We just need to change the order of the stackers here and not rotate the circles. I'm gonna do that now. It should be just this simple for this one. Just we put the squares in the bottom instead. And there you go. Now we've got another one just by retrofitting the build we already had. Oh, it's so cool. Love it. Can't get enough of it. These two also kind of complement themselves, right? We only need to eliminate a single corner to accomplish these two. What's our next milestone? This thing's stacked on top of a square and a bunch of them. We need to make this build more efficient for sure. If we're gonna need to do 640 of them, I mean, they're not that slow. Can we see how many per minute we do if we click the edge of the belt? So we're doing roughly 45 per minute. So we're doing like 90 per minute, which is not terrible, but I think we need to, I mean, we don't have to make it better, but it would be a good idea too. I'd like to make it better, especially with this choke point at the beginning. But the issue is we're very tight on space. A lot of it's that these belts just are like, I think I could have done this all with one belt. I know I had a second belt, but I think one belt would have just been like sufficient because of how little it gets eaten. Yeah, it looks like one belt would feed this entire contraption. That's crazy that one belt would feed this whole thing. That's straight up Looney Tunes. I almost don't believe it. Also, holy gems this game has. I kind of wish this was a sponsored stream. Normally I just glaze them up when I do the sponsored streams, but like, this is just nice. It's just satisfying to look at too and take it in. We gotta unlock trash. That's like, we need trash right now. I need to be able to put trash around. Where's trash? Trash. I thought it was like water, but it's kind of like a void. We copy trash? Oh, whoops. How do we untrash? Oh, it's probably just the same way you destroy anything. So if we ever need to void stuff, we can, which is quite convenient. Let's see how it works. Let's learn for a moment. So if I put trash down right in front of this, does it just... Oh! Oh my god, it's just a chute. Can we see it fall off? Oh no, okay, it goes into nothingness. Whoa, what the heck's going on down here? They're like touching squares and stuff. Okay, we have our new milestones. Thankfully, we've had this one building in the meantime. We can always change it back to the other design. They want 320 of just the 2 corners, which is pretty simple to do for us. I wonder if we should save a blueprint of this design. No, I think I'd want to remake it all the way. Wouldn't you know, we need to stack a half on top of it. How do we want to do this? So one of them is just actually... I know exactly how we do this, I think. I should use the drag destroy. So one of them is just put in this, right? Why is that checkmarked? Is it because it's not rotated enough? No, it has a checkmark because we're good to go. Now, we have one full belt of these just kind of going down. And there's like perfect throughput on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal one of the belts for here, because we need to stack one more circle on top of this thing that already exists here, right? Yeah, that's the one. The thing is, we're a little bit tight on space. By a little bit, I mean holy heck, we're tight on space. We'll take these. Oh no, this is gonna get real spaghetti. We are approaching levels of al dente, which kinda concerns me. How's the game? It's really fun. Thanks for asking, T. It's a very enjoyable time. It makes my brain chemicals go woo. We need to put a rotato in here. It's a very different vibe than Factorio and Satisfactory, but I like it a lot. It's way more chill, for sure. We have 100% efficiency on this belt currently. The stacker's just waiting for everything to catch up, which is fine. No big deal. That should start on one of our bonus things, our bonus time. We have that created somewhere, right? Or did I delete that whole shape? I think I deleted that whole shape we made. Yeah, because this is just the corners. Do we need those for anything right now? We don't need 2 separate squares for anything right now. I think I'm gonna rip this up. We repurposed those other ones pretty efficiently. We need a raw square and then a half square. And then just stack those on top of a... So we stack one in a raw square, then we stack a half circle. Do we have a circle available here? We do. Alright, so let us cut these circles. The cutters are like really like, they make my brain work a lot more than my brain traditionally works. I should really just build one of these and then copy it. It's going to be much easier for my sanity. We need some stackaronis. I wonder how many we need for this. It's kind of tough for, like, I've always struggled with ratios in games like this, basically always. I have to imagine 6 is not going to be the play here. Right, so this isn't going to be able to see it. Oh, we could check the efficiency really easily, actually, if we just do this. We might not be able to see enough, though, because it's going to take so long. Okay, so this is doing 22 per minute, and that makes complete sense. This is doing 22 per minute. We have 8 belts doing 22 per minute, which means we're sitting at just under 175 a minute. Oh no, just under 180 a minute. These do 15 a minute, but the catch is that it's 30 total going into it. So we do need 6 of them still. How is it that we always need 6? That's crazy. It's almost like ratios exist. So we have... How do we combine the belts efficiently, I guess is another way to question it. I want to separate these just a little bit from my brain. Oh, we have 4 belts. 4 doesn't really go into 6 super evenly. Maybe just like... Can I not have the belts do this? We may need more space. Thinking about this critically, I think we need more space. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I don't really know an efficient way to have this feed all the belts. That's probably fine. It looks a little bit jank, but it's probably fine. Okay, so we've got a raising one there. Okay, the raising one here as well. That come down and then go inwards. Raise up here. We'll do the same thing here. And that outputs the shape I want. Why is this one flashing? Oh. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. I see, I see. I gotta be careful with those belts. Really, 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 really do not like raising up into them. Oops. Why do I have an angry symbol here? Because nothing feeds into here. Why does this work on one side but not the other? Oh, I see. It's because it's spitting out into the other side. I should just have this connect here. I'm getting used to it. It's not pretty, but I'm getting the hang of it. It's easier to have them combine back into a belt and then spit out like this. The fact that this is now the end of a belt tells me that I've failed as well. Gotta remake these ones because I made them from the sky. These are now outputting something weird. It's changing every time. Why is it changing every time? I must have messed up the original part. So we're just spitting out different stuff. Some of these are spitting out the wrong thing. I heckin' completely drowned myself in the sauce. What happened? I need to clear the belts. We need to have like a powwow. 'Cause there's something real wrong. Alright, let me look at the belts. So we split. Great. We rotate. This one is rotating the wrong direction. That is my problem, or at least a problem. That might not be the only problem. It's now spitting out 4 unique options. How is that possible? That's really funny. Oh my god, how did that happen? What is going on? How are these still going up in random directions? Is it because of the rotator here? What happens if I just remove this rotator? It can't. I mean, it does cut them. What did I do? I don't know what the heck happened. Why are we producing 2 different things here? It should just be the one, right? These are identical. Okay, cut. Rotate. I like it. They're perfect so far. Cut. Rotate. Okay, it looks great. So where is something going wrong? It's got to be on the lower level. Why is this one down and right? No, it looks right. No, okay, one of these needs to change. That's what's going on here. These need to be the same rotaties. That's what it is. I think I figured out. I can't believe we made this like exact design basically. Totally fine. And then just drowned in the sauce. Now I'm doing 4 again! What is going on? How am I so lost? Okay, we made it worse. Maybe I should just make this from scratch. Maybe this is a sign. This might be a sign. Is it that this isn't flipped? Is that what it needs to be? And then we put the rotatos back like they were before. And now it splits out 5 unique things. Why would this split out 5 things? What is wrong about this? Alright, we're remaking it. I'm gonna leave the ending part. Actually, maybe the belts are the issue. No, I mean... Is it because it goes up the belt like that? No, there's no way. I mean, maybe though? Maybe the rounded belt is the issue. I don't know if it, like, turns on its own or not. That would be interesting if it does. Oh my god, we finished that one that is supposed to take, like, forever. Alright, so the tops are now perfectly equal. The bottoms are now perfectly equal. Going to put this back as it was before. Then we're going to put rotatos on this side and then rotatos on this side. What is the output? It's 2 things. Why is there a second thing? What am I missing here? I feel like if these are identical, there should only be one output. I guess the issue is that they're both creating the issue. The upper side is all upper left, so it has to be something on the bottom. The bottom, this side spits out a crunky one. That's the wrong way. It doesn't even know what to spit out anymore. Stop giving me a tutorial. Okay, that's good. No, it's not good. What if we do this? It is so lost with what I've done. Why does this one spit out a crunky one sometimes? And why is it only sometimes? How is that even possible? I can't believe that. I knew as soon as I unlocked this thing it was going to be the death of me. Alright, we're remaking it from scratch. It's too far gone. It's too far gone. I don't even remember what we were trying to do. I think we were trying to do milestone 1. Hey, maybe we got an upgrade though. Hold on. Maybe we just need to trash everything. So what does this need? This just needs one more stack of the same thing. Being that this took us a million years to figure out where we were because we were so far in the sauce, I think I'm gonna just like do this really quick. Like a mental victory. So there's no splitters in this. We should just be able to steal half of these off this belt and no one should notice. Oh, this is really awkward, but I'm gonna wrap it around here again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take our previously completed one. Put it on the bottom over here, and then we'll just wrap around this new one over here. Bada bing, bada boom. See, this is easy. I can work with this. Actually, you know what? We can make that look real nice, can't we? And then a little of that action, yeah. Those are very easy to add on to. All right, let's recalibrate here. Our goal was milestone 3. We're trying to set up milestone 3. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to set up a design that lets us create 2 corners. That's the plan. We're just going to make one and we can blueprint it. Let's make a design that makes 2 corners. Let's not try to do all of them at once. We just want one design that creates 2 corners. So this spits out a top and a bottom. Do we want to rotate these? The answer is probably yes, but maybe we can make something simpler. So if we rotate them the same direction, we get a left and a right. It's a shame we don't have like directional cutter. So this will always give us all 4 corners now. We now have every single corner available to us. We specifically want, we'll do lower right and upper left. We have this one here, this one here. So we want to turn these 2 into lower right and upper left, which is 1 rotate each. We now have, this is perfect. Why was this so bad before? What did I do? We haven't stacked them successfully yet though. Not that that's like the hard part. That should be the easy part for us, hopefully. Looks like our throughput's pretty decent on here. Oh, we have some research points too. Can we get any upgrades for our belts and stuff yet? No. I wonder what we want to go for. I feel like cutting speed's always good, but these are things you really have to kind of like do in line with each other. Once this is done, we'll have 6 more, so we can grab at least one of them. Let's focus on this for the second. Alright, so we'll have these go here. And then these go here. I think I figured out my problem, which is great news. Also cool if that works, which it does. We can have them double back on themselves. I think I was putting some of the wrong directions into the wrong hole. Perfect. It's so beautiful. It was so much harder when I was doing it for some reason. I don't know what was going through my head. Okay, so we now have a design that spits out 2 corners. It's a little bit jank. I'd like to make it more compact and blueprint it, I think, because I feel like it's going to be a useful thing to have. But we know for a fact now that this outputs what we want it to output. We're gonna delete these. We're gonna try and make this more compact. What happens if I copy this and then flip it? Whoops. Oh my god, I keep pushing H for horizontal. That's what's happening. So if I do this, we now put out all of our internal ones in the same spot. I say internal, I just mean like the same direction ones. The internal ones are the same, the external ones are all the same. So with this, we should be able to... I'm gonna pull out the external ones. Just for the blueprints design. Anchor and then pull. Anchor and then pull. Great. And so now this will spit out exactly what we want in a smaller design. I'm going to select all of this without the belts. And we're going to make our first blueprint, because it seems like a nice one to have. And we're going to call this Ye Old Corners, my dude. We change the icon of it. Oh, I see. So we could do it like this. We clear a shape, there we go. So now we have yield corners, my dude, that we can just use. Which means we can just delete all of this. We have yield corners, my dude, and we can just place it, say, here. It'll save a lot of space. And now we're outputting the Sonda belt. We can copy that right here. Something similar. Here. Save us a lot of our blueprint area. And look, now we're putting out the same thing. We need to combine both of these, so we'll add some rotatos onto the end of one of these. I guess onto these, might as well. We only need a 90-degree turn. We'll bring this out of the corner. Oh my god, I love our design. That's really not as good looking as the other corner though. Those are the stupid thingies, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, and you know what we do? Trash hole. See, now it looks better. The trash hole really brought everything together, if I'm being candid with you. Now we stack these. Doesn't matter the order in which we stack it. Honestly, we can make this even more compact. Huge. And there is our shape, but rotated the wrong direction. Although they said they didn't care what it's rotated as, so it should be fine for this goal. And now this is the easy part. Now that we have these, which I'm going to assume can fit on one belt, but maybe we need two, but we'll assess that in a second. We just stack those on top of some squares, throw them in, bada bing, bada boom. Easy peasy on that one. Yes, I know I said easy peasy after taking like 10 years to figure out what the heck was going wrong. No, I don't care. I'm still not going to pay my taxes. You can't make me. Alright, so I'm getting lost in the sauce. I'm gonna bring this back one. These just need to go on to squares. We'll do 6. We'll go up. And then we'll feed a belt of squares into this, and wouldn't you know it to be true? You know, I'll use this belt in case we want to use the other belt for anything. I haven't used these yet, so I don't quite know. Does this work? This is getting mad at me, so I'm assuming the answer is no. How do these yeet? They do not yeet. Oh, you need a receiving one. That's why there's another one. Wait. You need the off-ramp. Okay. And then these are yeeters right there. So how do we... I guess we'll just do one of each. Did I do 7 of these again? Why do I keep doing that? Oh my god, it's beautiful! Actually pretty heckin' efficient. I mean, clearly we have a lot of... not throughput issues, but we could push through more squares. But like for this little corner, creating that, considering we had like a giant spaghetti thing going over everything else, this is not bad. You gotta admit, it might not be the coolest thing ever, but I think it's pretty cool. All right. While doing that, we almost completed that other task, which is going, it's such a slow one, but we took a long time. How many of these per minute are we pushing through is a good question. Let's see. We got 2 belts. I am not doing 90 of these per minute. You are heckin' lost in the sauce. There we go. 30 per minute sounds about right to me. Alright, so we're doing 66 per minute, so it'll be like a few minutes to finish that, but that's awesome. Now we can go work on something else in the meantime. What the heck is this belt doing? Ah, okay, we're using that over there. I guess I can disconnect that, let that go. I'm glad we made that blueprint. I'm also glad we put trash there. Let's put more trash in the corner to make it look like it's like made to be. Huge. So what do we want to work on now? The square one looks really easy to do, and we can actually use the extra one on a circle one too. We have a bunch of squares sitting around. We do. I really want to clear out this whole like massive build over here, because these are just like very slowly making this thing. Like we're not even taking advantage of like half of what we can do, but it's nearly done. Slowly but surely it's nearly done. So to make this, we would just have to cut a square in half and then cut a circle in half. Now see, that's actually a use case for the half destroyer, because while the cutter gives us both halves, the destroyer will just obliterate one. So if we want to make something really simple to make like a corner like that, it's much easier. The cutter obviously helps us with like keeping materials, I guess. Materials are like unlimited in this seemingly, so it doesn't seem like it matters that much, but there is some merit in potentially doing that for if we're going to need the production of it later down. I literally just realized that there's like, no, there is a difference. I was gonna say there's no difference between just like cutting this first step, but there's totally a difference. Look, I'm proud of that little spaghetti thing we made over there. It ain't even that spaghetti. I'm totally not filibustering so I can rip up this whole thing. You got pranked. That was filibustering so we could rip up that whole thing. I feel like belt speed is basically never our issue. I think we go stacking speed here. There's a lot of situations I feel like I've seen where stackers are the issue. Maybe not all of them, but Thankfully, I can rip this up now. I forgot we were just like eating all that stuff into the abyss. Whoops. Hopefully management does not get upset about that. We can rip all this up and get a bunch of our factory back. Yeah, 'cause we're not working on anything else right now. Holy cow, that project took up like so much area. We gotta be more efficient with that. Considering that we did like the main project in such a small corner over here, we could certainly do better. And I think even that could have been smaller. Alright, let's work on... I feel like it's a no-brainer to do the... Figure out how to make the 3 corners efficiently, copy that design. See if we can save a square out of that corner design and then just do these two at once. I feel like these two are made to be done together. This one's called blueprints, so maybe that's like part of the je ne sais quoi, as they say. So how do we efficiently make a 3-corner one? I have a pretty good idea on how to do it. We're gonna just try to build it over here first. We'll try to make a blueprint. I think the operating procedure for us is going to be design a thing, then copy paste it. Which isn't, I don't think that's too crazy of a concept. Oh, okay, so if we do this... We can stack any of them to create the shape. I guess we can't legally stack that one. What if we change the rotational on this? No, it doesn't really work like that. I want this piece to be our free piece that we remove. So the alternative is that we rotate this. I guess it's not so bad if we throw an extra rotato on there. And then we could just stack these two and we have a free piece off to the side here. Our stackers are now juiced. We do 20 per minute on each side. We take in 40 per minute in total. So I'm thinking we only need like 3 stackers. We'll do 4. 4 sounds like a more round number. Wonderful. I'm gonna see something spicy. I've gradually enjoyed my job more and more. I don't think it's spicy. I think it's awesome for you. I'm happy for you. Okay, so now these are making one of the shapes that we need, which is great. We can start pumping this out right away, but I'm not going to. We've got more we can do. Always better to enjoy your job than to loathe it, that's for sure. I just thought of something really cool with this design. We can create the blueprint like this. This design will perfectly function on its own. This will be the 3-piece chicken nugget special. Alright, so we'll have this be... Oh, snap. Some of the icons on here are kind of lit. I kind of like building everything, though. So for the 3-piece chicken nugget special, we've got that, and then we'll put a void. Is that a void, do you think? Maybe not. I kind of like that for a void. That reminds me of the void, but I was hoping there'd just be like a void-looking thing down here. I'm probably just missing it, though. I could put the train down there, too. Anchor... Maybe a down arrow? Yeah, I like that, I like that. We have the 3-piece chicken nugget special. This will create the 3 pieces, and then the last one will just get put into nothing. It'll just be destroyed. There'll be no downside to it. I think there's a downside, though, maybe. This side will take a lot longer than that side to spit out, so maybe we should, like, chain this somehow? You know what I mean? What if we do this exact thing? Can we recombine it? I don't know. I am so lost in the sauce again. I just keep... They told me I'd never be able to run my own Italian eatery, but they haven't seen me play automation games, that's for sure. What does this do? This isn't quite... I was hoping we'd be able to make it extra compact. I'm thinking that we're putting through way less of this one, and that's the issue with this design. I could just do the eliminator, and that would give us a 3-piece one. But I would really like if we could design it in such a way that it's got equal throughput and we get the extra piece out. But if I did the eliminator, it'd be way, way simpler for this. Maybe I should make 2 separate ones for that. Let me look at the space efficiency of it. No, because I already called it the 3-piece chicken nugget special. We got to go with that. I've committed to this design. 3-piece chicken nugget special. Let's replant it here. Because clearly, like, if I remove the belts, we're going to see really obviously where the issue is. Or not the belts, but the stuff on the belts. Because it's going to go through here. It's going to get split. Alright, let's remove the splitter for now. And then this one just goes through. And then this one is way slower. So how can we do it so that we end up with more of the singular pieces feeding into here? Because, like, look, this one just kind of goes home now. By the time that this makes it through, it's like a different timeline. And it still has to rotate even, so let's see if we can make it better. If we try to split it again, it won't work. No, maybe it will work. Because the split will... No, because the splitter won't do anything at all. Unless we can't put a splitter in the main line. We need to do it like this. Yeah, that's where the issue is. Because if we have it go like this, I keep calling this a splitter, but I mean to call it a cutter. If we do this, then I feel like we're ending up somewhere where we want to be. So now we can basically just copy what we have here. I need a little bit more space for this though. Put this through here. And then maybe we just use a little bit more of the void, you know? It does feel a little bit scrunky to use the void though for so much, but maybe that's the intention. Like, it is like a resource. I'm feeding the wrong piece up here, which is totally fixable. I'm just wondering why it happened. Because we didn't add a rotator at the end. That's what happened. Really love that we can just like purge the belts on a command. That's quite nice. So now with this, we should be pushing through twice as much of the stuff to hopefully counteract it. It might not be enough. No, I think that this is like enough. I think this is exactly what we needed. Why is it getting stuck? Oh, because there's no off-put here. I think this would have been fine, for the record. I think that this was not bad, but we didn't put another off-put. We're dumping this one now. So we have an extra off-put we could just potentially use. I'm gonna just trash it for the second. Why the heck am I cutting it twice? Oh, okay. That's why it's getting all scrumbly bunk at the end too. Because I'm going off of a different side. It doesn't make a difference. This is a little bit more compact anyways. Dang, this game really gets your brain firing on some weird neurons. Can I rotate this without breaking everything? Is what's currently going through my head. We're going to try and find out. Because if we can... it would be really nice. It looks like there's no difference at all, maybe? I mean, we should just look at the output. That's what I need to start doing, is look at the outputs. And we'll put a trash here. It's only showing one thing, so I assume it's fine. Yeah, because that's a 181. Perfect, so that works fine. So we can compact it a little bit more. We're currently voiding 2 of the outputs, which feels bad. But it looks like the production speed of these aren't terrible. I should probably just have put these through the system a while ago while we were like messing with this. So I'm gonna do that now. And then I'm gonna reclaim these. And I'm gonna resave this as the chicken nugget special. Okay. Save as. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. We got it. 3-piece chicken nugget special. We're good. So now this one specifically outputs. Oh, this isn't perfect though. We needed to rotate this once. This one. Perfect. Now this will put out exactly one corner. They said push replace instead. How do I push replace? Replace existing blueprints using the replace button during editing. Where the heck's the replace button? I'm probably being dumb. I might just save it because I'm a little dumb. Save as. Okay. Oh, okay. Save as does it. Cool. So now we're producing those. Why did it break? Because there's nothing going through here. I should just be voiding these when I'm working with this thing, because this whole machine just turns off if I don't keep voiding stuff. So why did we want this? Because we wanted to use this. So we should be able to just copy. I feel like we can make this smaller, but we're gonna copy the 3-piece chicken nugget special here. Spit some blue through on it. Wow, look at that next milestone one. That looks crazy. I guess it's not that crazy looking, but it looked really crazy in the thing up there. I was like, oh, things are gonna get weird. I can already feel it. So now we put out 3/4 of a pizza pie. And ironically, we have... Oh, it's not ironic at all. It's because of how we made it. This will just fit in together on its own. That's very fortuitous. I didn't necessarily plan for it, but it is quite nice to see. We have the improved stacker, so I'm going to just go with 4 for now. And there's 2 of our things done. And these should be able to keep the other ones running too, because the one off put. Oh, we need to void the other one because we don't need that corner for anything, do we? We do need that corner, actually. We need that corner for a half so we can build that. Oh my god, this game is so good at teaching you stuff. It turns out that this would never connect it, but that's okay because we finished anyways. So now we take our other off put here. I should probably just be voiding it regardless, but this should be a really, really quick one to bring out. Bring this out here. Should be able to just do the half destroyer. Yeah, that's the exact shape we need, right? These do 30 per minute, so we'll do 3 of them. And we'll do... I reached the conclusion we need 4 stackers. I hope that that's a right conclusion that I reached. And we'll do those. It just flashed my research points at me, and it's so right. I just want to upgrade the speed of literally everything. This is not right. Okay, this is not right. We need to commit rotation. I need to turn my whole camera to visualize this. Perfect. And now it'll be right. Alright, see, we were able to... Oh my god, it's so cool how you just kind of like do the thing with the stuff and then the stuff with the thing. What the heck's happening down here? What did I do? I really scuffed this design at the very end. I hadn't realized how bad I had made it. Well, maybe that's a consequence of me just having changed stuff. I don't think we want to get rid of this design yet because we just need to stack more onto this, I think. Yeah, we need to put half a pizza pie, and I think we have a recipe for that, right? Did we make a blueprint for half a pizza pie? We did. So we're not going to destroy this design. I will steal one of my my things back. We have a blueprint already. We'll take the ye old corners, my dude. We will slam that bad boy down. We've got our 2 inputs for the corners. We'll attach that. I believe we need... I do need half circles. Look at that. Spin out only half circles now. Oh my god, this game is so good. Really makes me feel like a turbo genius when I do even the most basic thing. There could be some benefit to creating even more of the half things we're doing here, the double stacks, the triple 360 no scopes. But I'm thinking we're probably gonna just be fine to do this. The verticality is such a fun mechanic. Bad news is I don't think we can have him do a sick jump anymore. So I think that I will start incorporating those randomly halfway through my builds just for the sake of it now. Just to kind of compensate. You want to see literally the coolest thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Check this out. That was a lot more gentle than I expected, but either way, it is kind of the coolest thing ever. Alright, so that's finishing up that. Wait a minute, something broke somewhere. The best laid plans, what went wrong? Is it because we produced way too much of this stuff? It's because we produce way too much of this stuff. While unfortunate, glad we learned it now. Why does this hate being placed like this? Oh my god, because I'm on the wrong layer. I see. Definitely gonna have to pay attention to ratios a little bit more. I will just void this side out. Definitely grateful to have access to the void. I did not know I was doing it so hard. Which means this is probably gonna have the exact same issue because we copied it. So I will void out this side as previously stated. Trash is definitely a lot more useful than I had initially given it credit for. And I didn't think it was going to be bad or anything. I just thought I was going to be like making like funny faces with it. But with things like this, it can get really broken if you have like a bad ratio of stuff. So we got to be very careful to not do that. This looks like it's running perfect now. This feels kind of like bonus bad that we're making like so much in the hole here. But as long as it runs, it runs. I just noticed that these were no longer running and I was like, uh-oh. Oh, look at it. All 4 of our tasks are running. Ah, that feels good. It could have been certainly better. We have a bunch of supplies too, so we could probably like double up on a build or two that we had set up. Sometimes you just gotta admire your stuff going. Your stuff going. So like here, we're just kind of like throwing these into the abyss and they're doing nothing. Why is that? Why don't we do something productive with them? Because this side's definitely able to keep up. Let's send it. Let's take the Tyrant's entire kingdom. Oh, that's almost a perfectly saturated belt. It's close. That'll speed up the production of these quite a bit. Can I do something similar over here? Yeah, the exact same thing. No, it looks like we're much farther ahead on these ones. I think it's just because this is like one full belt that's just getting halved, basically. It's very easy. So what do we got going on here? Let's look at our per minute on these ones. I'm guessing these are going to be our slowest. 22 per minute. Could definitely improve that one. Is that going to be the same? Yeah. But these are going to be much faster. Because these have like a full throughput of these. About double the speed. Which means we can improve it quite a bit if we add another belt of the stuff coming through. Honestly, I'm just admiring it. We're gonna have to improve that blueprint, the 3-piece chicken nugget special, but I think that we were on the right path. The fact that the stacker bent says a faster version of the stacker that outputs the side is also really interesting. You can get a third building floor? No way. Oh, I forgot about labels and stuff too. I think the next thing we're gonna do though is just like spend our task points on upgrading our belt speed. I think that's like gotta be what we do. How many shapes have you made so far? A lot. Certainly over a few thousand. I've done a lot of shapes so far. I appreciate you asking though. This should be super easy to do. How do I have 2 of these done already? I must have accidentally made 2 of them. So where were those going through? Am I crazy for thinking that this is like the freest thing of all time? Okay, maybe not the freest thing of all time, but like pretty close. So it cuts it west specifically, so we need to look this direction. Yeah, right? And then we just bam bam, wham bam, thank you ma'am, as they say. Reusing old shapes is kind of like, I'm sure that's like the point of the game and I'm just like stumbling upon it now. But it goes kind of extremely hard. I want to live here. I know that might sound a little crazy, but like, looks like a really rad place to live in the vortex. So we have 7 research points. Again, I think we're going to save up and do the processing. Oh, we have enough for a processing one. Finally, they distilled Factorio to just shapes. It's true, though. No more biters bothering you. Forget pollution. Aquilo? Never met him before. All I could think about is gray shapes that will eventually have colors, and I'm really scared to deal with the colors. There's something really satisfying, though, about having your factory in any game. Satisfactory, Factorio, shapes. And just like watching it work. I don't know what it is. I get mesmerized by this stuff. Whoa, look at how radical our things look over this now. Boom. Ironically, with the belt speed up, everything has come to like a standstill. So I guess we were more locked on belts than I thought before. Shapes 1 did have frightening color tech. I never played Shapes 1, but I can only imagine because I'm really intimidated by the concept of Shapes 2 having colors. So I can imagine. Because like the fact that I like making this was like, it wasn't that hard, but it was not super easy. It'll be fun to learn though. I feel like my engineer brain is gonna level up a few times getting through this game. Alright, so I'm going to let these pin tasks finish up and then grab upgrades. And I think after that, I'm going to cut stream for now because I want to do some recording and editing today. I haven't done any yet this week, and I'm going to be gone, not this upcoming week, I'm going to be gone this weekend, but the following week I'm going home to see family for the holiday. So once this pin task is done and we can... I guess I won't even finish an upgrade though. Maybe I'll just wait. We'll just save it for next time. We'll save it for next time. We'll grab cutting speed, then we'll look at more stuff. But this was a lot of fun. We'll do more shapes. I wasn't even sure I was going to do it on stream. I was just going to boot up the Factorio save and work through the metallurgic science delivery more. But this was a fun little thing. We'll definitely do more because there's a lot of fun. But this is still like the noob scenario. We haven't even reached like easy or normal or anything. We're in the tutorial. Either way, I'm gonna wrap up for now. I'm gonna go do some recording. I appreciate you watching, hanging around, catching the live, catching the VOD, whatevs. I still appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you next time. We'll probably do more of this tomorrow. We'll see. Either way, bye for now.